Greetings and welcome, my League of Eagles. It's Tuesday, so that means it's welcome to Leaders in Light, Love, and Legacy, your sacred space where presence meets purpose and where your inner truth is refined into visible leadership. I am Joy Ruffin, and each week we gather to elevate the way you show up in the world through authentic confidence, intentional style, and leadership that leaves a lasting legacy. Well, isn't that what you want? This is more than a conversation. It is an awakening, a refinement, a return to who you truly are at your core, heart and soul connected. So you can join me every Tuesday from 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're global. We go everywhere. We're streaming on the Joy Ruffin website, YouTube channel, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and every month we come to you with a theme. So what do you think this theme is? It's you. It's July. It's you framed in freedom. What do you think? Why do you think it's that way? Because this is our 250th year here in the US of A. We're young yet. We got to talk a lot about aging and youth. And I want you to just sit back and listen to a little bit about the background that I'm going to share with you about my featured guest speaker. But here is what I want you to know. I'm just going to give you a little bit because I want you to greet her in just a second because she's going to be helping us to age the best way we can. Her name is Cynthia Shelton, and she is an educator with a master's in audit in adult and continuing education with over 40 years experience, hard to believe, working with businesses and schools. She went from teacher to executive director of private initiatives in public education. I could go on and on and on, but Cynthia, since she retired, she segued into what I call, in the best part of life, healthy living. So that's what we're going to be talking about a lot today. So all you need to do is sit back, relax, and get comfortable, and get yourself whatever makes you comfortable, and help me welcome our featured guest speaker. And I vouch your name, Cynthia. Welcome.
You did great, Joy.
The last name, it says Shelton. I don't know what I said, but anyway, it's so good to have you here.
Thank you, Joy. I'll tell you something. It's really fun to be on the radio because I didn't have to dress up. I have my workout clothes on.
Everybody says that. I think we are now in a super casual mode where people just don't like to dress anymore. And I understand that. And even though I work as a signature style leadership specialist, I get it. But there's so many ways, like you're in your gym work clothes. Was in my Pilates clothes. So I understand. No worries. The message still remains the same. Tell us, how did you get started in this wonderful work that you're doing now after your retirement of healthy eating, healthy lifestyle, and all of that before we get going with what is that all about? How did you come to that?
I'm glad you asked me that question, Joy, because I think it's a fun question. And I think most women and men too, but since I know women the best, really are searching for what am I going to do when I retire? And it can be a very scary time. It can be like, oh my gosh, I still have so much to give and so much to offer. When I retired, I literally had been commuting an hour and a half twice a day.
Woo.
And I was exhausted, and I had really let my nutrition lapse just because you would grab a latte and a muffin. I did. And I would drive down the highway, and I wasn't exercising. And then by the time I retired, this might sound funny, but I was kind of frumpy and lumpy. Do you know what that looks like?
I do. I know how it happens.
You feel like when you retire, you think, oh, all I want to do is take a nap, but I really want to contribute. I really want to keep going. What am I going to do? There was a depression period. And then I wanted to play with my grandkids. They were running through the forest, and I thought, how can I play with them? And I'm too tired. So I got a hold of myself. I just said, you gotta grab yourself by the bootstraps, girlfriend, and pick yourself up and get healthy. So I knew that was the first thing I wanted to do when I retired, is that I had spent a lot of good years helping teachers and kids and parents make education come alive. That was my passion, was making education come alive and really living their lessons, not just regurgitating and taking notes.
Yeah.
You know, that happens in some places.
I know.
It does. And I was lifting weights here's the deal. You're in the workout room and you're lifting weights, and I'd walk there, and I still wasn't taking off any of the lumpy fat, and I didn't know what to do. And a girlfriend said, "My God, don't you know about dense nutrition, superfood?" And of course, your ears just perk up, like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me more. Well, this girlfriend had literally, she was napping every day. And she couldn't even get off the couch when her little son came home from school.
Uh-huh.
She said she did major research. She found isogenics, and some people know of the word, some people don't. It means balanced life.
Mm.
What I loved about it is I want a balanced life, and I
Don't
want
we all?
right?
Mm-hmm.
The highest grade food in my body. That's what I wanted. When she introduced it to me, the fat melted off of me and the lean muscle came in because I kept working out. And when you build lean muscle and you reduce fat, you just eliminate it. I'll tell you a fun way to make that happen. Then you're on to something. You're on to a lifestyle that you don't ever want to quit.
Love this story. Love this story. Let me ask you something, Cynthia. You said, I love the lumpy and frumpy, because sometimes when you retire or you take a leave of something, all kinds of things can happen, especially to us women. But
Yeah.
did you get, and I know a little bit about Isogenics, and it's a great company through you and a few others that I've met. But did you first get to Isogenics, or did you go through the diet, the yo-yo kind of thing before you found?
I've tried everything from the cabbage diet.
That's what.
I was going to Weight Watchers at the time, and I love Weight Watchers. I think
Me too.
their point system is excellent.
Mm-hmm.
I had tried those Jenny Craig things that are kind of like cardboard, and I mean, you might like them, but you and I both agree that you can go get a good frozen dinner that's really nutritious and not rely on
Right.
kind of bad food. When you try diets and you realize, I don't want to be yo-yoing up and down, back and forth, dieting. I want to find a way that I can improve the whole foods, the nutritious foods. I can eat more of more protein. That's the first thing I learned, is that as I was aging, even more do I need to have more protein. And the smoothies that Isogenics provides is grade 7 protein. It's undenatured, and I don't know if you know, your readers know the undenatured. They patented the heating dehydration process so that you can keep all the amino acids in the protein. They use a cooling temperature. That is undenatured dehydration. That maintains grass-fed cattle from New Zealand with no additives or supplements in the cattle or in the milk. Then you use undenatured to dehydrate it. You've maintained the highest quality protein on the market. And so I do one smoothie a day. Just get that dense nutrition in my body. If you want to take off some weight, you'll do 2 a day and one nutritious Weight Watcher dinner. But right now, I'm fine. One shake and
well, what I like about your Isogenics and the name and what it means, and you just explained it beautifully, is it means a balanced life. And no matter what type of lifestyle you're in or where you're at, most people are seeking some type of balance. And when it comes to this mind, body, and soul, this vessel, this temple that we have, that's major, especially as we age. That's why I got all excited when I first met you, and then I felt your excitement and your thrillness in knowing what it does and having experienced it. So when you talk about developing a healthy lifestyle habits, you just mentioned 1 or maybe 2. These smoothies have to be awesome. They must be awesome with all of these amino acids inside to keep you feeling energized and up, and you don't have those hunger pains. Am I speaking that right? Because I think that's true for me.
Yeah, if I'm hungry, it's Katie bar the door. I mean, I if I'm hungry, I'm going to eat what's around me.
Yes,
we all do. No, you get filled, and they've just now, on top of the incredible protein, Then they've added MCT oil, which gives you an even more satiation. What's that? I always have trouble with that word.
Satiated.
Satiated.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm still a little hungry, I always have a half of an apple because that gives me something to chew and is crisp and
yes, crunchy.
Mm-hmm. But that's only if I'm saying I'm hungry. Otherwise, I just get going, and I'm not hungry.
Now, Cynthia, what is MCT oil? That's new for me. What is it? MCT? Is that what you said? MCT oil?
It is, and I can pull out the background on it. It's
What's
huge,
special about it?
Keeps you full. It's more healthy, and
okay.
I'm stumbling a little bit. We got rid of the safflower oil that was in our protein drinks, so now you've upgraded to a higher class, a higher grade again
yes.
of the oil. And if you follow good eating habits, you need so much carbohydrates, so much fat,
yes,
and so much. What's the third one you need?
Protein, carbohydrates, and fat.
And fat. You gotta have them. You gotta have that balance.
Mm-hmm. And the key here, I think, is for most of us, especially, I can't say especially here in the US of A, but we are more carbohydrates for all of the different things that they have out here. Yes, they have a lot of protein and meats and things that are high, but carbs is what, especially at fast food restaurants. Yeah. When it comes to creating a great mindset so that we can age gracefully, and I love that word gracefully, I think this is what you're telling us, this great company, Isagenix, is offering us because of the protein and how it gets us to that mindset. How long did it take you to find out and know that this was the right program because it was a balanced lifestyle for you as opposed to a dieting plan? I think that's the key, Cynthia, that it's not a dieting plan, it's a balanced, healthy eating plan.
That's right. When I took off the 10 pounds, and it took me about 6 weeks. And when you seal the transformation of, you see the weight coming off, you see your tummy reducing, then the brain starts to just become clearer. I don't need a nap anymore. And when I first,
I love that.
I was sneaking naps in the afternoon. I don't want a nap. I mean, if I did, I wouldn't be ashamed of having a nap.
No,
but I have to read a good book, and I don't want to waste that time if I could read a good book. I also want lean muscle. I want to get rid of the fat and have lean, strong muscle because, Joy, I want balance in my walking. I don't want to trip and fall and stumble. And so I'm looking for giving me, not dieting. God, I love to eat. I'm a gourmet cook.
Me too.
We go out, we have lovely dinners. John and I like a glass of red wine with our dinner at night. We don't deprive ourselves. We just improve. If you're already taking a smoothie, just switch out this and get yourself a higher grade protein. That's basically
what I'm hearing, Cynthia, from you, and it really is resonating with my way of thinking and wanting to live this beautiful season of my life out, whatever time is left here, is that this isogenic program that you're with, it gives you this balanced lifestyle, and it also affords you to get away from these hunger pains and these desire to eat many of these unhealthy foods, because whatever these amino acids and the one undernature, I think you said, and whatever all of this is doing, it's keeping you satiated where you're not hungering for all of these different foods that are not good for you, and you're keeping a lean muscle mass, which is great. I love that.
You know what I forgot to say to you is when you take a nap, I used to wake up and crave making brownies. Like if you take on Sunday, you'd wake up and you'd say, oh, I want to go make brownies. And I remember baking them and having them on the counter before we'd even had dinner. I mean, and then John and I would dig into the brownies. That's ridiculous.
That's life until you get your awakening.
We can't maintain that. So that hunger for sugar just dissipates. You just don't feel it, and you're shocked. I go, wait a minute, I haven't had a brownie in years.
And now what I'm hearing, Cynthia, is you could probably have one or half of one and be satisfied.
Oh,
You
yeah.
wouldn't want to have more or another or so on. You can have a bite of something and taste it. I think this is what you're sharing with me about isogenics, and I happen to love that. And that ties into when you say it helps you to live long and live strong because of the cravings and the hunger and all of that. It begins to dissipate and disappear. And there you are, living
Right.
a life that's full, and you're able to take that energy. You're right. There's nothing wrong with those who want to take a nap during the day, but you can utilize that energy now that you have in another area that gives you more than it would by napping.
It,
That's
it,
for you.
it's just
Yeah,
there's so many fun things to do. I do take naps still. I'm not afraid of them. I'm not
I understand
embarrassed.
what you mean.
I'm
Yeah.
not embarrassed or ashamed. I
No,
But I really do have more things I want to get done.
I know. And this sounds like this program is able to help you do that. Now, when you do this program for the whatever the time is, I think you said it took you 3 to 6 months to lose the 10 pounds, but you did it gradually and so
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
How is it when you stop the 30-day plan that you have and then go back to the regular foods? Do you still have your smoothie one a day and then one meal? Or how
I
does
have
that
two
work for
meals.
the average?
No, we have two meals. What I love about saying, okay, when am I going to get my smoothie in today? Because I have a girlfriend who says, I love big breakfast. I like to make bacon and eggs and toast. And
Yeah.
she said, and then she lives alone, so she
Yes.
doesn't need to meet her husband for dinner. She said, I want to have my big breakfast. She then had a smoothie for lunch when she was losing weight, and then she had a smoothie for dinner. Now, that was one girl's plan. Another one said, I love to go out to lunch. That's my social time with my girlfriends. So she had a smoothie for breakfast and a smoothie for dinner. John and I like to have dinner together, and we like to cook together. So
Yes, yes.
when I was losing weight, I did a smoothie for breakfast and a smoothie for lunch with dinner. Now I don't. I get up in the morning and I say, do I want a smoothie or am I going out to lunch today? And if I am going out to lunch today, then I definitely have a smoothie for breakfast. If I know I'm going to be at home, I have a hard-boiled egg and a piece of whole wheat toast because that's one of my favorite breakfasts. I'll have that
Mm.
for breakfast, or you could have, you know, you could have oatmeal. I just said
Mhm.
I'm not crazy about. Anyway, I like to have eggs, so I'll have an egg and a piece of toast, and then I have my smoothie. It's quick. I make two of them in the refrigerator, and I just can grab one. I'm off out of the door, go to my exercise class. By the way, did you know that you should increase your protein after your workout?
No, I think
Yeah.
I'd heard that somewhere, Cynthia. And then how
Yeah.
you so much is up here, you lose it. But I think I have heard that somewhere.
Yeah.
After your exercise regime, you should go.
And my
Makes
workout
sense.
is at noon, so I get out there and I work from noon to 1. I go out in the car, there's my smoothie waiting for me, and I just drink it right there in the car. And so and I add a little creatine to my protein. That's also helping me as a woman build more lean muscle.
And as we age, building that lean muscle is really important because
Okay.
I'm at that happy season in life. And as I mentioned before, things happen to this vessel that we call a body, and you have to know how to take care of it if you want a long, healthy life. And that's what I'm liking the more you share with me about isogenics. And you talk about unlocking, and you spoke to it a wee bit, youthful living secrets. Well, lean muscle, being able to maintain and keep it and be active,
Yeah,
that's one.
that's absolutely one. Um, being full, but being full without the bloat.
Yes.
You know how, and I do love carbohydrates. That's probably my biggest struggle is learning to give up the carbohydrates.
I
And I
can't
do
believe
eat. I mean, I have a hamburger bun on my hamburger,
it.
and I have a ciabatta bun once in a while. I have a sweet potato. I love a sweet potato.
They're
Half
good for you though.
love them.
Mhm.
Um, Broccoli, Brussels sprouts, those all are carbohydrates, but they're greens.
And
So
they're healthy for you. They're the
yeah,
healthy greens.
yeah,
Yeah. So
exactly.
what you're saying is you've learned how to regulate the
Yeah,
carbohydrates that you're going to have, and you're attempting in every way to stick with the healthy carbohydrates that like you just mentioned, that are going to be good for you. And
yes,
you pray with those.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, eating and the dieting industry, I think I heard somewhere, Cynthia, I don't recall where, that it's one of the largest, biggest up and down industries anywhere in the US.
Yeah.
It's amazing because what happens is we lose the weight. I know I've done it up and down the yo-yo. And then within, depending on your lifestyle, 3 to 6 months to a year, you gain it back. But what I'm hearing you say is if you start with isogenics and you start with your program, that you'll begin to have more of a balanced life where you
Right.
can keep everything in check.
And that's another one of the little secrets that I found. My girlfriend who introduced isogenics to me said, isogenics is so forgiving. Like I'd overeaten. It was a birthday party. We'd had cake, too much wine. Um, I felt really kind of sick, you know.
Mhm.
And I said,
Mhm.
he said, just get back on your plan. You know your plan. Have 1 to 2 shakes a day in your knife and fork, healthy dinner or lunch, whatever you wanted, and then the weight just back off. It was back off. I didn't have to struggle. I didn't have to. Don't worry. I didn't have to struggle. I just,
You were able to manage it.
yeah, I was.
You were
And
able to manage it.
that's the lifestyle I'm talking about. If I have to go up and down and diet and not diet, then it's not the lifestyle I want to have as a senior citizen. I guess.
No, and you know how it makes you feel now when you go off schedule too much, so you don't do that, because from what I'm hearing and receiving from you, Cynthia, is that once you get on this, whatever this plan is and however you've mapped it out for you, that you're able to, like your friend said, it's forgiving. So you know what to do to get yourself back on track and quickly and
Yeah.
keep the balance. Balance is the key word. There is a yo-yo, the diet
Yeah.
scale,
Yeah.
but you're able to manage it. And that in itself is a gift. And what I'm hearing and I'm receiving from you, not only is how you regulate it for yourself, but the forgiving, it seems to, from what you're saying in different ways, it seems to really cut the cravings for different things that you know aren't good for you, that you can taste it or have a sample and then you can go on without eating the whole piece of cake. You can have a taste.
That was a new habit I had to learn. That,
Yes.
no, I'm not. I used to think, oh, if they put the piece of cake on my plate, I need to eat the whole thing. Yeah, no.
Well, I grew up in this family household where you had to clean your plate. I don't care what was on that plate.
Me too.
because,
Me too.
you know, and I think most of us in this, whatever season of life we're in, if we're in the older generation, I like the seasoned generation, however the background upbringing was, there was a little bit of that involved in that, because food and things were scarce. You couldn't throw things away.
Yeah.
And as I said to you, I think a couple of times, I grew up on butter, sugar, and lard. I mean, really, everything was just packed with that. And my hardest thing to get rid of was cutting the craving for sugar, which I've done. So it's been difficult, but
It's
it was
huge.
something that I had to do. And every now and then I can taste something sweet, and that's enough for me.
That's
So that's why,
really good.
yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. Again, it's growing up and becoming wiser, isn't it?
It takes time. It takes time. And you know what? We're in this instant generation, but everything good and worth having does take time, and it's a journey.
Right.
And you navigate it your way, your style, knowing what's best for you. And especially in the happy season of life that we're in. How long have you been with the isogenic program?
I have been with Isogenics 14 and a half years.
Wow.
And Joy, I mean, I wasn't perfect in the beginning, but those cravings went away very fast. The brain clarity came back
Yes.
very fast. When the weight fell off my body and I was walking, because now you have energy. After you've done a cleanse, and you and I will talk more about doing
Yes.
a toxin removal. It's not a poopy cleanse. You're going to get rid of, again, the toxins. You have fat cells that surround your toxins to protect your organs. We do 1 day, maybe a day and a half, maybe 2 days, but max, that's it. A couple times a month, you're pushing out the toxins. My energy just was over the roof when I finished a cleanse day, and I stand taller because I don't feel frumpy.
Well, that's important. And what we talk about when we talk about, as people did many moons ago and still today, aging, is that you lose that vitality and that energy.
Right.
And what I'm hearing you say, Cynthia, which I love, is that it gives you more energy and you're more energized. I know I'm high energy anyway, so that to me is really good. And the way you explain how it removes the toxins in your body, that's one of the reasons that we get lumpy and frumpy and we don't want to do things, because
Right.
all that stuff is in the body and we haven't been able to clear it. What do you and what have you found? I have an inkling, but I want to hear it from you. What excites you most about this program? There's so much that I can get excited about just listening and hearing from you. But what about it? Several things, or something that really keeps you absolutely enthralled with it because you know it works and it's excellent.
Right. You know what I love, Joy, is I can rely I don't have to go for every new gimmick that comes on the market. I have a system that is healthy. And one thing, John and I don't get sick, and I know that I shouldn't say that
I
on the
love that. I love that.
We don't, and I know you can get the flu, and I did get COVID very shortly, not very severe.
Right.
I can rely on the nutrition that I have that is the highest quality, and then I love having the energy. People look at me and say, "You're 82 years old? How do you get that energy?" And I smile. I just say, "Well, I know how to eat well, and I work out, and then I stay involved in activities that make me happy and make other people happy." So those are what I love. It's convenient. It's simple. I whip up a little in my little blender or my little shaker bottle. I grab it and eat it in the car, or I enjoy sipping on it while I'm here working at my desk. It's just so lovely. I don't have to cook. The cleanse day, I didn't have
You love to cook.
It's just, and I feel better. When you know you've done something wonderful for your body, why would you want to go back and start mistreating the way you treat your body?
I love that. And what you started off by saying, you know now, because you've been with it for all of this time, wonderful time, that it's not a gimmick. You don't get sick. And you're full of vitality and energy, and you're wanting to share with so many others. I don't think you could find anything better than that. That leads us to the close here. By the way, tell us, how do we connect with you? How do we find you? I mean, do you have a website? Just say whatever. Your name is Cynthia, and it's Shelton, Shelton. They can find you. But what other way? Do you have a website or an email or something, or on Facebook? I know you're everywhere.
Yeah.
But how do you want people to connect with you?
Well, this is a radio, so you can't. My email is Shelt, Shelt, at Whidbey. That's my little island where I live in Washington. It's right north of Seattle, and it's out in the Puget Sound. I live on a sweet little island, so it's at Whidbey.com. And I won't give you my text number, even though, but no, I will later. But that's too hard for people to write down numbers.
That's okay. Whidbey, how do you spell it? Wigbey?
No, Whid, Whidbey.
Oh, okay. People have to know that. It's Shelт at WHID as in David, B as in boy, EY.com.
Perfect.
Got it. Okay. And then do you have a website, Cynthia?
Yeah, it's kind of fun. You'll like it. It's Cyn, C-Y-N.
I love this. Okay.
CynShelton.fun.
I like that. That'll be easy. Maybe you can put that on your poster. Listen, the time flies here, and there's so much more that you can share with us about healthy eating, healthy lifestyle, balanced lifestyle. How are you going to wrap this up for us when we say that this is the next best rest of our lives, whatever season someone is in, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, whatever, it doesn't matter. We need to start preparing for that. So how do you leave us with, it's the next best rest of our lives?
That's my motto. Live long, live strong. These are the next best years of your life. Literally, I get up in the morning and I say, this is going to be a great day. I'm going to be happy today. I've got things to do that make me happy, that make others happy, because I love to volunteer. I don't waste my time being, God, I sound like a Pollyanna. I don't mean it that way.
No, you don't. You don't. And we all need to hear this, because no matter what, there is no perfect. None of us are perfect. And no matter how we excel in what we do, but yet we want to excel. We want to get better. So what you're offering all of us who are interested in a live long, live the best life, you're giving us tools and something to work with. So there's nothing, Pollyanna about that.
I don't mean to be not sympathy, but I don't want to focus on being unhappy. I really want to focus on getting up and having a positive day. And I know I can erase the universe. I go erase, erase, erase when I say something negative. And I just rephrase it for I am strong. I am capable. I am living a good life. So I use my mindset a lot, just reversing the negativity and putting it out positive. And it'll energize you. Even if you're sad, it can energize you if you turn it around.
I agree. I agree completely. I think that's one. I don't think. I know that's one of the reasons we're connected here, because your mindset, and I don't brown nose and sugarcoat, Cynthia. I know you know that. It aligns with my mindset and outlook,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
especially in this season of my life and yours as well, and all of those who are coming to it or are in it, it's time to make the best of your life the best
Right.
way you can. And this company is something to get excited and find out more about. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I say it all the time. Where does the time go? It's gone. Hold tight.
I love being with you, Joy. You're a blessing. Your program is a blessing.
Well, right back at you, my friend. Right back at you. I enjoy it because I learn, and I'm a perennial learner, and you always ignite something in me. So thank you for being here. Hold tight while I close out the show. And as I close out, my League of Eagles, remember, this is a season, even though we're in July and it's your season, and the theme is you framed in freedom. You are leaders in light, love, and legacy. Remember that. Your presence is not something you perform. It's something you embody. And I think Cynthia gave us a lot about how we can do that, no matter what season of life you're in. When your outer expression aligns with your inner truth, you don't just enter rooms, you shift them. And if this conversation spoke to you, you have an offering, an option to meet and greet with Cynthia via the message she gave her. And I'll put this out somewhere where you can get it, where it's clear. It's SHELT@WHIDBEY.com. And also you can find her. We'll put ways that you can, but you have a assignment. You know, we love homework here. And join me every Tuesday that you can on Joy Ruffin's website and my YouTube channel, Joy Ruffin Fashioning Femininity, Style, and Truth. You'll also find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and we'll be everywhere. So just check us out and look for us, because we're there. And every time you come and you meet and greet with us, get in touch with the featured guest speaker. That's why we're here, to deliver to you information, knowledge, love that will help you on your journey. And even though every month and week it will change, remember this wonderful month of July where there's a lot of celebration going on. It's all about you framed in freedom. And freedom comes with a lot of energy, which is what this beautiful program that Cynthia is all about offers you. So until the next time, remember to stand in your truth, elevate your presence, and own your spotlight in grace and with love. Until the next time, my League of Eagles, be and stay well. Sending you always from my heart to yours, much love and cheers.